Alright, where were we? They call me the Jersey Ghost, said Doreen in a high-pitched moan. That seemed to work. The boys stopped in their tracks. The Jersey Ghost? Whispered Antonio. No way, no friggin' way. The Jersey Ghost isn't real, man. I saw a documentary about it on the History Channel. No lie, documentaries be fact. No way, no friggin' way. Antonio gripped his aluminum bat and started toward her tree again, so Doreen blurted out, I hunt these trees, ill at ease. When I see litterers, I... She couldn't think of another word that rhymed, so she just added, ooh. The group shifted, unsure, but the lead one kept moving toward her, and then the rest followed. Crud! Doreen couldn't let them see her with her tail out. She pulled the hood of her sweatshirt over her head. They were close, almost right beneath her, and she panicked. She leaped down nearly on top of them, landing with a thud on the pavement. She hissed in what she hoped was an ominous manner, and just as quickly leaped back up into the next tree. The skunk club screamed. Every one of them opened their mouths as wide as they could and screamed as if they'd just been splashed with hot cheese sauce and weevils. Behind Doreen, Tippy-Toe and 5 other squirrels, all making screeching noises, leaped from the first tree into Doreen's, right over the boys' heads. And that did it. The skunk club ran away. Doreen and 5 squirrels leaned back in the tree's branches and laughed so hard they squeaked. That synchronization leap and scream was honest to nuts fantastic, guys. Seriously, high 4s, Doreen said, lifting her hand with thumb tucked in. Tippy-Toe slapped her little 4-toed paw onto Doreen's palm. Timidly, the other squirrels did the same. Suddenly, Doreen smelled something familiar. Crackers and homemade soup. Anna Sophia? Doreen said aloud. Doreen? Said Anna Sophia, walking closer and peering up into the tree. Doreen, was that you? Doreen put her hand over her mouth, but it was too late. Anna Sophia was 10 feet below her and looking straight up. But I saw someone jump way higher than anyone should be able to jump, said Anna Sophia. How did you... She stopped. She spotted the tail. In nervous panic, Doreen's tail twitched. Anna Sophia gasped. Doreen sighed. It was useless to try to hide. She'd been spotted. She dropped out of the tree. It's a squirrel tail, Doreen sighed as well as spoke, in case the light was too low for Anna Sophia to read her lips. I was born with it. Nobody else knows. It's a huge secret, and please don't hate me. But by the look of Anna Sophia's face as she gazed at Doreen, she might have been posing in a photo shoot for I Think My Friend Is Awesome magazine. Please don't tell anyone, Anna Sophia shook her head solemnly. So, we're friends, right? Like officially? Asked Doreen. Anna Sophia nodded. Yeah, that'd be nice. Best friends? Said Doreen. Anna Sophia shrugged. My last best friend moved away and hasn't Skyped in months. Yeah, my last best friend called it quits on me when her other friends told her to. Last best friends stink. Good thing you and I are best friends forever and ever, Doreen said, because if you're not all in, why even bother? Anna Sophia rolled her eyes, but she didn't say no. And she was still not frowning, which on Anna Sophia's face was practically a smile. Doreen blushed and swooshed her tail, standing before her new BFF AEAE with her tail out and proud. She felt more than a little awesome, and like maybe she could probably kind of do just about anything. Chapter 6. Ooh, this one's written from Anna Sophia's perspective. Hearing people often assumed that Anna Sophia could use lip reading to eavesdrop on conversations from a distance. Hardly. For one thing, only 30% of speech sounds are visible on the lips. Then she had to be fairly close to the person speaking, both so her hearing aid could amplify the words and so she could see their mouth. She had to see the person's whole face, really. Much of lip reading depended on facial expressions and body language. Not to mention how tricky it was figuring out what someone was saying unless you kinda knew the person, their speaking style, and the context of the conversation. But the next Monday at school, two girls standing by her locker were having an animated conversation about the Jersey ghost. After that, Anna Sophia kept catching sight of people talking in urgent, whispery ways, sometimes excited, sometimes fearful. She watched their lips and, though she was too far away to hear, she would have to bet the 5 pairs of socks. She would have to bet her 5 top pairs of socks that they too were talking about the Jersey ghost. Annoyingly, she and Doreen didn't have any of the same classes, so she had to wait till lunch to tell her. She stood by the cafeteria doors, adjusting her socks, rainbow stripes today, tapping her toes, and feeling generally hippity-hoppity excited, which was a new and alarming sensation for her and made her anxious about her own mental health. When Doreen finally arrived, Anna Sophia experienced a second unfamiliar emotion. A weird, foreign, slightly uncomfortable sensation in her heart. She grimaced when she figured out what to call it. Gladness. She wanted to roll her eyes at herself. Glad people tended to be shiny and annoying and too dull to realize that looking forward to things or enjoying the moment was supremely pointless. And yet here she was, Anna Sophia Arcos Romero, too glad to even roll her eyes. In fact, she practically smiled. This whole BFFAEAE business was seriously messing with her head. Doreen's whole face lit up when she saw her. "Hi, Anna Sophia." Anna Sophia signed. "Everyone's talking about the Jersey ghost." "Seriously?" Anna Sophia nodded. "I'm almost sure they think it's real. I'm absolutely sure they don't know it's you." "Come on," said Doreen, hooking her arm in Anna Sophia's. She headed straight for the somebody's table. No, danger, warning, turn around," Anna Sophia said, tugging backward. But Doreen was like a freight train headed downhill. "What are you guys talking about?" Doreen spoke, signing for Anna Sophia to see. "Nope," said Heidi, one of the somebodies. Anna Sophia knew her name, of course. She knew all the somebodies' names, but she would have bet her top 5 socks that Heidi didn't know hers. Lanessa and Janessa, no relation, both made shooting motions with their hands, and Jackson pointedly turned his back to Doreen. Anna Sophia managed to pull Doreen away. "I told you, they have to acknowledge you first." Doreen made a sign that Anna Sophia had learned meant weird, but not the good kind of weird. She simply headed to the next table over, where a few people from Doreen's computer class were hanging out. "What are you guys talking about?" Doreen asked. Anna Sophia couldn't follow everything they said, even with Doreen attempting to sign it as they spoke, but Doreen filled her in on what she missed. "The Jersey ghost," said one. "Everyone says it's real, but I don't think so." "I'm telling you, man, my brother saw it," said another. He had just tagged the bridge when suddenly it was there. It leaped up onto the side of the bridge and cleaned off the fresh paint with its massive tail." "It has a tail?" "Yeah, he said the tail was huge, luxurious, and beautiful." He bowed his head, blushing. One guy said that he knew a member of the skunk club who had claimed the Jersey ghost's tail was, in fact, fat, packed, and wicked, while another asserted the tail had been battle-ready and straight-up colossal. Doreen and Anna Sophia left them arguing over adjectives and exited the cafeteria, ducking into a quiet, empty classroom. "So, you've been out since garbage day?" Anna Sophia asked after Doreen had rehashed the conversation. Yeah, just one other time. I didn't mean to. I saw some people spraying graffiti on the bridge, and I remembered how you didn't like the graffiti so much, so I tried to clean it off. I didn't know anyone saw me. They don't know it's you. How can they not tell? Doreen shook her head, but didn't appear to be listening. I just meant to make the neighborhood nicer for the squirrels and for you and stuff. But it turns out I'm actually entertaining the masses. I love being a phantasmal spook of legend. It's the tail, said Anna Sophia. All they see is the tail. Doreen Green doesn't appear to have a tail, so clearly you couldn't be the Jersey Ghost. I'm not the Jersey Ghost, said Doreen. I mean, I shouldn't be. It's fun, but I'm not supposed to show my tail in public. I never, ever have. It's your disguise. They don't recognize you with your tail. You're totally safe. Just a week into their friendship, and already Anna Sophia could read Doreen's face like a comic book. Will you come out with me? Doreen asked, looking uncharacteristically timid. Anna Sophia nodded her fist. Yes, yes, yes. Chapter 7, told from Doreen's perspective. After school, Anna Sophia went to Doreen's house. Anna Sophia helped Doreen with her math homework, and Doreen helped Anna Sophia with her history homework. They ate dinner, nut loaf, and with potatoes and gravy. Dinner at the Green home was lively. Doreen's dad, Dor, a shiny-cheeked, bald-headed, red-bearded version of Doreen, without the tail, performed magic tricks with a fork and napkin. Her mother sang Italian songs in an embroidered cat apron. Oh, okay. Doreen broke a plate. It's okay, said Maureen, facing Anna Sophia as she spoke to make it easier for her to read her lips. We buy the 10-cent plates at the second-hand store. We learned our lesson when Doreen was a toddler. She's special. It's really important that no one else knows that, okay? I know Doreen trusts you, but I need your promise you won't reveal her secret to anyone. Maureen smiled, but her lip trembled a little with worry. Mom, said Doreen, mortified. But Anna Sophia nodded. I promise, she said. As the evening light mellowed from yellow to gold, Anna Sophia caught Doreen's eyes and nodded toward the door. What you got there? BTE aids, huh? Dor asked Anna Sophia. Which model is that? How's it going to work in the wind for you? We are going now, Dad. I'm going to walk Anna Sophia home before it gets dark, okay? Sure. Be careful. Don't talk to strangers. Back before bedtime. Remember who you are. Look before crossing the street. Don't jump on rooftops. I got it, Dad. Bye, said Doreen. They took a shortcut through the park. The fall sunset was all peach and gold, the air a mix of cool and warm, like a cup of tea with cream not yet stirred. Doreen sniffed the air and peered into the developing shadows. It's like we're superheroes out on patrol, looking for bad guys, said Anna Sophia. I mean, I know you can't really be a superhero, unless you're super amazing at things and are part of the Avengers or another equally auspicious superhero collective. It's like with the somebodies. The real superheroes have to acknowledge you and say you can be one of them. No one just wakes up one morning and like, I'm a superhero now. Oh, and then they just are. Alright, we'll get some more. Talk to you soon.